Thank you.
Yeah? Why did you raise your hand?
Partly to give you appreciation.
Yeah, got that before you came up.
Partly to prove to myself I could be without resistance.
Yeah. That was the part we were most excited about.
Which was interesting, to a process to let go and not try to see if I was letting go.
Yeah.
And
through the process of what we've been talking about, you were just there. And in the absence of any resistance, we thought this would be the very best moment for you to
I
have a demonstration.
I gave up any idea of even coming up.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't even be here today because I was supposed to be in a musical. I was going to play guitar. It was my first big part. I've been practicing for a long time.
Yeah.
And last weekend they had our first rehearsal with all the children and the director.
Yeah.
And she told me that halfway through that I hadn't learned my part well enough. So they asked me to leave.
It's all right. It's all right. Now don't groan.
Actually, I can tell you why it's all right.
But you see, you want to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready, and you don't want to be anywhere before you're ready. And a manifestation like that is just saying you're not ready. And that doesn't mean you'll never be ready, and it doesn't mean that you can't get ready. It just means that you're not ready right now. And does anybody really want to be in the middle of something if they're not ready? You don't want to be somewhere if you're not ready. You want to be ready, don't you?
I was sad for maybe 10 minutes. I took myself to the ocean and I thought about what I was sad about the most. And I felt it come in me that I really wanted to play with these guys and be a part of the band. Yeah. And then I said, I still want that. And I felt it.
Oh, it didn't go away.
I felt it launch out of me. Like you talk about launching rockets of desire. It actually felt energy come in.
Well, here's the thing.
Gain momentum.
You're right. A manifestation that is not pleasing does cause another rocket of desire. That's what we're talking about. You put another engine on the track going that way. Your desire is stronger. But now the key is don't put another engine going in opposition as you justify that stronger desire.
Just go with it.
Just say to yourself, I thought I was ready to be ready, but I wasn't ready to be ready, but I can get ready to be ready, and it's fun to get ready to be ready, and when I'm ready to be ready, it will manifest. And you see, here's the thing. Here's what's in your vortex. What's in your vortex is music. What's in your vortex is success with music. What's in your vortex is doing a really good job. What's in your vortex is musical collaboration. What's in your vortex is music appreciation and music respect. All of those things are in your vortex. In other words, in very plain speaking, what's in your vortex would not allow you to go and not do a really good job. So that director did a better job of channeling your intent than you were, because you were going to march right in there and not be as good as you want to be. Are you following what we're getting at? It's sort of like one day a mother sat in the hot seat and she said to us, Abraham, will you give me the words so that I can help my son find a mate? And we said, we don't think that's a very good idea. And she said, why not? And we said, because if he gets a mate right now, she'll be just like he is. She also will be unemployed. She will also not have a high regard for herself. She also will be dysfunctional in these ways, and they'll just clash with one another until they will break apart. And she said, oh, that's amazing. That's what's been happening. In other words, what we were saying, we weren't using the words ready to be ready. But if someone demands a relationship now before they are ready for the relationship they want, then the relationship is not going to be satisfying. It's not going to be pleasing. Now, we're talking about very minute adjustments here. It doesn't take very much to be ready for what you're wanting to be ready for. In other words, you were not really not ready, but you were not loose and free-flowing and sure of yourself. You hadn't sat in a room for nearly 3 hours and got ready to be ready like you did today. Today, you got ready to sit in the hot seat, and we knew when you were ready. We didn't call you before you were ready. We waited until you were ready to direct this play that we're playing together. We waited until you were ready to be ready. And any good director, and that one is waiting for you to be ready to be ready. So all you got to do is get ready, not be mad at somebody who knows you're not ready.
I've been playing actually more since that happened.
Yeah.
It's fueled me.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
Your desire is stronger, and what our wish for you is that while your desire has gotten greater, that your expectation become equally greater too. And that's the whole point of you sitting in this chair today, because we thought that would shore up your belief in your ability to rendezvous with something you want. Really good?
Yes.
Enough?
I did have one more question. It had to do with sight. You mentioned at your opening that you wanted to give us a new way to see. Why would we come, maybe it's for the contrast, but why would I come in and not be able to see clearly? What's the nature of true sight?
This is going to sound odd to you, but in many ways, if you didn't have such keen ability to see and hear and smell and taste and touch, you wouldn't be so wrapped up in the part of your manifested world that's keeping you from your true sensing. This is a vibrational world. What you see with your eyes is a translation of vibration. What you hear with your ears is a translation of vibration. And so, have you heard it said, we know you have, that sometimes when someone has a diminished sense, that their other senses become keener? Well, the sense that we wish for all of you to find keener is your sense of emotion, your relationship with your vortex. That's why when you meditate, it helps to close your eyes so you do not see, and put yourself in a quiet place so that there are not distractions that you are hearing, and don't sit near a dead rat. We're just saying, the fewer physical senses that are aggravating, then the more likely you are to tune in to your vibrational interpreter of your relationship between you and your inner being. It's about that. Enough? Really good.